Good morning. First of all, this is already the best crowd response energy that we've ever had. We've never done a 2-minute warning and then the volume went down. So this is amazing. We've never had on that first ask when we say good morning and people said, good morning. We got something here, Scott. We got something here. You know, I always take a couple of moments here because as a person who, this is not my day job to stand in front of microphones and wear a coat. But the sneakers, yeah, we're pretty good with that part. I always just think about and reflect upon what it is that we collectively do. And please make no mistake about it. We collectively do this. You don't show up, there's less energy in the room, right? Football coaches talk about stacking plays, doing those things to be able to talk about you. It's something you want. Okay, stack it up, earn it. The film will show it. Look around and tell me what this film is about to show right now. This is excellence at a level of cooperation that few people at any level of football, any level of events, any level of community support will ever see in their lifetime. So please, as we're going through, please take a moment to be able to breathe it in, take it in, look around and be able to speak to you being a part of magic. So with no further ado, it is my esteemed pleasure to be able to say, welcome to the 84th Annual Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. I generally don't starstruck much either, so, times we can be around celebrities. I get humble being around my people, and that has nothing to do with the color of a skin, the way that you vote. It's the way that you show up. So please know that when I say my people, you, everybody right now that I can see me. Look at all those cameras, but we've never had that many cameras in this room before. We've had requested extra chairs. So I'm going off script, but look at what we're doing together. So very, very excited. We see the commissioner back there as well. Thank you so much, Dr. McClellan, for you and your team always showing up for this great event. I am Perrin King. I'm the executive director of your 84th Annual Amazon Magic City Classic, again, presented by Coca-Cola. Again, thank you for coming, viewing, and continuing to be able to keep these deserving HBCUs in your focus and part of your classic weekend. We are extremely grateful and excited to celebrate this extra special football season and great event. Again, it never gets old saying 84th, because prayerfully, we want to get that far in this life and look at what these two great institutions have done just for playing football together. They go well over 100, 125, 150 years of educating and leading folks that at one time were denied opportunities to be able to be educated and to be celebrated. But now we have Amazon. We have always had Coca-Cola. And to this point, my mother, rest her soul, she knows everything is about manners and how you show up. So when you're in somebody else's house, which we currently are at this moment, I want to let the house man be able to come up here in just a moment. So in a second, I'm going to introduce Mike Succo, President and CEO of Coca-Cola Bottling United. Mike began his career in the Coca-Cola system going back to '96, around the time of the Olympics. As a market development manager, he grew up not far from here, Jacksonville, Alabama, where his long history of community engagement has spanned from his home community to Birmingham to the global headquarters in Atlanta. He's an athlete in his own right. He's enjoyed competing in marathons, triathlons, playing golf. And before I welcome him, I will tell you this about him, which is the part that's most important to me. It's sorry to keep inserting these me moments, but he goes out of his way to speak to anybody that he knows or recognizes. He will bust through crowds to be able to do that. That's what matters in your presence here. Please welcome the house man up, Mike Succo, Coca-Cola United.
Very kind. Well, good morning. Good morning. We're thrilled to have everybody here at Coca-Cola United. I do hope that next year we will host y'all at our brand new facility that's going to be right down the street, which is ahead of plan, Mayor. We hope to be in it by next year. Thank you for all your help in helping us get there. You know, Birmingham's been our home since 1902. That's when our company started. And part of our core values, part of who we are, is engaging in the community, being involved at the local level. And this event is a great example of that, a great partner that we have and have been with for a very long time. So we're very proud to be a longtime partner and supporter of what I would say is one of the best rivalries, the 84th Amazon Magic City Classic, presented by Coca-Cola. I'm a marketing guy too. I do want to take a moment and welcome our friends from Amazon. I got a chance to speak to all of them before the press conference, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to have y'all be part of this. Thank y'all so much for investing in our community. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here and being a part of this. You're going to have a great time. This is a great event and one of my favorites. When I think about all the events we get to go to, and I look at this one, it's always a great one. We got great tailgating. We got a great halftime show. We always have a great game, but I have actually gotten a little partial to the press conference because of what happens amongst the coaches. It's been a little fun watching this over the years. It gets pretty competitive in here, so to me, that's part of it. But it's also more than just a football game. It's really about all of us coming together, celebrating, having a good time. It's also about what we consider doing the right thing for the community and for our city. We will be partnering again. We did it last year. We'll be partnering with the Osprey Initiative, which is really designed to help keep Legion Field clean and green. It's a recycling event that will take place. So I'm going to ask all of y'all, when you guys are drinking all those Coca-Colas that I'm asking you to drink when you're at the game, that you please recycle. Every one of our bottles and cans, we make them to be remade again. So if you'll recycle them, we'll make new cans and bottles out of them. We'll be able to recycle it and bring it back and give it to you in another package at another time. So please look for those recycling bins all across the stadium. So in closing, I do want to thank Alabama A&M, Alabama State, City of Birmingham, and all of the fans who make this Classic such a special event. We look forward to a great time. Hopefully it's warm enough to get everybody thirsty. And with that, cheers. Enjoy the day.
Thank you again, Mike. Thank you again. One more round of applause, please, for President Mike Succo. And because this is always magic, this is unscripted, and before, live from the Magic Kingdom, before he goes to get his cheese, we wanted to be able to welcome Drum Major Mickey. He actually just pulled up on us, so Drum Major Mickey, everybody. We always promise magic, and, you know, wow, this is actually happening. So, no, thank you. Again, you just never know where Drum Major Mickey is going to pop up in between the cheese and making sure that all the things happen on schedule. But thank you so much for showing up and gracing us again with your presence. Wow. Again, kids, Legion Field, please make sure you're there to see Drum Major Mickey. Hell of a day at your house so far, right? Hey. I also want to we haven't done this in this way before, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to do it this way this particular time. So we'll take the feedback after. But I want to really welcome Dr. Quentin T. Ross Jr., Alabama State University President, Dr. Daniel K. Williams, Alabama A&M President. I really want to thank you. This part you've heard before if you've seen this before, but we're going to ask to do something a little different. Thank you for your leadership, stewardship of our young people in the community. Record enrollments. Record enrollments. Don't believe anything otherwise. Record enrollments. First of its kind YMCA partnerships. First of its kind. Talk about community and being able to do that and having a safe place for people to be healthy and feel like they're a part of the university. Global brands, might have heard of them, Amazon, Coca-Cola, Disney, the ESPN brands, just small brands that are proudly supporting your institutions, universities. You got their back too, don't you? Birmingham proudly welcomes you both back year after year. Please stand, presidents, to be honored. Thank you for what y'all have continued to do. I know what I'm asking. I know what we're doing. Thank y'all. I can honestly say that right now the ancestors are proudly smiling down on what y'all have done and on your watch extended. You talk about their wildest dreams? Yeah, we're living in those times in Huntsville and in Montgomery right now. So again, thank you, Drs. Ross and Williams, for what y'all continue to do. Thank you again. Now we're gonna get back on the clock a little bit here. So, there are dozens that I would count HBCU classics in the country. The Amazon Magic City Classic, presented by Coca-Cola, has already sold tickets in over 30 states. The weather is beautiful. Stop looking. It is absolutely wonderful. You can dress up to dress down that complete day, so we already got you covered on that. This just continues to be the most amazing event in Birmingham. And yes, as my good friend, Mayor Woodfin likes to say, this is still the largest HBCU classic in the world. In the world. Again, no need to look around. They're already here. And then also what is vitally important when we talk about the leadership of these two amazing presidents and the university teams, cabinets, and boards, this is still the largest guaranteed payout in HBCU athletics history. Guaranteed, not maybe if you show up, because again, we've had, historically, not here, but in that space, you've had some opportunities where you did not know what was happening. This one, you already know when it's happening, and you know when it's going to be remitted. Thank you for your trust, faith in building easy brands for us to be able to represent proudly to global partners, municipal partners, anywhere else, and we defend it like it's ours. So please know that we will continue to be able to do that. And there's several bowl games that are kind of wondering how we do that there with being able to get these type. First hip-hop reference, right? All right. There was an over-under I told of about 3 that we might take the under right now. This great event continues to be able to see increased support from our corporate partners each and every year because it's vital to the operation of these schools to be able to do what they need to do to be able to grow these partnerships and have the enrollment pieces that we need. And, in this competitive space now in athletics, folks don't show up the same way to play anymore. They got people speaking for them that have nothing to do about what's in their huddle. But again, y'all continue to thrive, and your records this year from a football perspective continue to be able to show that. So well done on being able to put that full 360 experience out there for our student athletes to be very proud of. And I do love saying this, so I do not apologize for this. I do love saying Amazon and Coca-Cola together. I do love saying that. So when you talk about these two global brands where their money, their name is welcome anywhere, if they can't speak the language, they know how to do that while drinking their Coca-Cola. So they do. So we get that done. Shamelessly, I was doing that with a cherry Coke the other night on Amazon Prime. But so we say that, and I guess to that point, I want to be able to introduce Ms. Danetta Hauser-Sly, HR Director for Amazon America People Experience and Technology. I'm going to give you one little brief note about Ms. Hauser-Sly. Danetta's illustrious career with Amazon began roughly 4 years ago after leading a top automotive brand in their people and marketing efforts and becoming a renowned leader with a reputation for winning. Michigan made. Shout out, Dr. Ross. You Michigan too, Brother McPherson. I feel like when we bring up Miss Lee Libby, I tell you, it's an interesting day in Birmingham. You got so many folks with proud Michigan roots that are here. But that's completely off subject. Ms. Hauser-Sly leads with such a spirited energy that becomes infectious on teams and crowds, as we're all about to witness. So at this moment, please help me welcome Ms. Danetta Hauser-Sly. Ms. Danetta Hauser-Sly.
All right. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am here by way of Michigan, but I'm rooted in Otagoville, Alabama. This is home for me, which is why I am so excited to be here. I'm truly honored to be here for the 2025 Magic City Classic. And although you like saying Amazon and Coca-Cola, I love saying Magic City Classic here in Birmingham, Alabama, because that's where family is. And I tell you, as I stand before you, I am reminded that life's greatest blessing is the love of family. And when I look around the room, that's exactly what I feel today, family. Now, I see and I know and I understand that this is a celebration of excellence. It is, yes, a celebration of a football game between two amazing teams, but it's also about tradition. It's about community. And really what's brought us here for generations in the past and generations to come in the future. And that's what we're going to stand on faith about. Now, as someone who has dedicated my life to creating opportunities for others, I understand deeply the significance of HBCUs and their importance in building strong leaders as well as strong communities. And that's what they do. As Amazon, and being a part of this great opportunity to be a title sponsor of the Magic City Classic, it represents for us more than a partnership. It's actually our commitment to the future of the community. It's a commitment. Now, Amazon is committed to several things. We're committed to creating pathways for success right here, Mr. Mayor, right here in Birmingham. And again, for me, it might be a job, but it's also personal. It's a commitment because, again, rooted here in Alabama. To the students of Alabama A&M and Alabama State University, you are the future of innovation, and you are the future leadership that we are going to be counting on to take us forward. At Amazon, for us, we're not just creating jobs, we're creating and building careers. And I'm gonna go off script. I want you to consider us. Is that all right? I need a clap after that. Come on. Awesome. The other thing I'd share with you is that through our operations teams across North America, we are providing opportunities for each of you to grow, develop, and advance at Amazon. And you'd be surprised to know that many of our successful leaders started their journey just like you, with a dream and the determination to achieve it. And that's what you've learned at Alabama A&M and Alabama State University. Is that true? Yes. All right. To our Amazon employees in the audience, my heart. You are the heart of our organization. Your dedication to serving our customers while pursuing your education and your career goals inspires us every day. We're proud to support you through several programs that we offer, such as our Career Choice program, where we provide, hear me students, prepaid college tuition, right? Because as you matriculate from your college career, I encourage you, don't stop there. There is still opportunity to grow, and to grow at Amazon. All right? Now, the Magic City Classic, let's get back to that. It is an amazing game. It's a testament to our power of a community that is bred and founded on education and, again, providing opportunities. When I think about the magnificent halftime show that we're going to witness on Saturday from the mighty Marching Hornets, I need something, y'all supporting the Hornets? Come on now. And the marching Maroon and White. Oh yeah, I'm reminded that the excellence comes in many forms. It shows up in many different ways. Just as these bands demonstrate precision, teamwork, and dedication, these are the same qualities that we value in our workforce at Amazon. As we together celebrate this historic partnership, we're also celebrating the future we're building together through initiatives like our investment in college recruitment, including partnerships with historically Black colleges and universities. Yes, yes, yes. Scholarship programs and community development. We're committed to creating lasting impact in Birmingham and beyond. Let me close with this. Success isn't just about individual achievement. It truly is about lifting others as we climb, reaching beside you, behind you, and in front of you to elevate others. That's why I am particularly proud that this partnership will expand opportunities for students, strengthen our community connections, and create new pathways for economic growth. Now, whether you're cheering for Alabama A&M, cheer, or Alabama State University, we're all together to achieve something bigger. We're part of a legacy of excellence, a tradition of achievement, and a future of unlimited possibilities. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come home, to be a part of this historic day. I want everyone on Saturday, enjoy the game. Throughout the week, celebrate our community, and remember, the best is yet to come. This is only the beginning. All right, now, with that, it is my pleasure to extend a welcome for everyone for the 2025 Magic City Classic presented by Amazon Magic City Classic. You're gonna get me right. And presented by Coca-Cola. Yes. And as I always say, let's do this. Enjoy the experience. Awesome. Cool.
Once again, please, thank you, Mr. Nada Hauser Slide. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the fun part for me. So, spoiler alert, this is when I get to bring up what has become a very good friend and ally to all of us. But again, this is the part we really get to enjoy as well. The City of Birmingham is a tremendous host and partner of the Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. They provide incredible support for the event in the form of police traffic control, EMS marketing, as well as generous financial support for each owning university of this event. Without the City of Birmingham's involvement, this event simply would not be possible. Shout out to Chaz Mitchell. Thank you so much for you do from a leadership perspective and always showing up as well. So again, we definitely want to thank the entire team when we see the entire team. Now back to my guy. I almost feel like I need to introduce him like Sugar Ray Leonard or one of the great welterweights of all time. 3-0 in mayoral elections. 3-0 in mayoral elections. A son of Birmingham, father of Love, Breezy, and Mason, and still the dopest man in these United States of America. Please let me welcome my friend, the Honorable Mayor Randall Woodfin.
I'm not sure I can top that. You are right, though. There's a lot of cameras back here. Make sure y'all come back for the 85th. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. As it's been stated, I want to welcome everyone to the 84th Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. Now, you all have already been given a couple assignments, so I want to reiterate at least a few of them. One is this young man told us to obey our thirst. He wasn't talking about Sprite. He's really talking about at the height of when the sun is out, Saturday, be sure to have your Coke and smile. He said he don't want to pull up on you, so if he sees you without a Coke, it's going to be a problem.
Sprite's fine too. Dasani, Powerade,
There's no need for me to repeat what has been shared. He's giving you exceptions to the rule. Please respond and act accordingly. Thank you so much. In addition to that, let me know if y'all accepting part-time people. I tend to break down a lot of Amazon boxes at home. And that's like its own job. All the time. I walk outside, almost fall, trip over boxes. Let me know if you're hiring.
We'll fast track you.
Thank you. In all seriousness, 84 years, everybody. 84 years is a long time for anything. But what you have here with the Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola is 84 years of pride, 84 years of legacy, 84 years of tradition. And I get some cool people in this room, not just our two presidents, President Ross, who leads Alabama State University, along with his board of trustees, his athletic director, his coach and coaches, and his student athletes that are here. But also Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, led by President Wims, along with his trustees, his athletic director, his coach and coaches, as well as his student athletes. This is 84 years of something that is tested, tried, and proven to be a success. I also want to acknowledge two friends that are here. Our Congresswoman Terry Sewell, who you'll hear from in a minute, along, his name has been stated, but all of our leader, President Dr. McClellan, we see you too, sir. Thank you for your leadership, leading the SWAC. That is a true leader right there. This moment allows me to reflect on a couple of things. One, I want to thank Amazon for stepping up, for leading, for partnering with us, for understanding literally historically black colleges and universities and what they mean to our community. So I want to thank you. And just for reference, y'all, they're easy to identify. They got orange shirts on. Team members. I wear medium. But I also want to thank Coca-Cola. Mike, you and your entire team, for what you all have done, not since 1902, but literally since your investment in this amazing event. The fourth Saturday in Birmingham, Alabama means so much to so many people. So as I close out my comments, I want to reference a few things. One is, beyond the four quarters, beyond the fifth quarter, the amazing halftime, beyond the parade, beyond the gridiron, what all of that means for bragging rights for 1 year up until the next game. This tradition goes deeper. The investments we make in our next generation. You heard it mentioned the first of what these two schools are doing, the historical incoming class, what you're doing, community impact, and partnership with the Y. These are fundamental game changers in how we show up as HBCUs, giving to that next generation. Next month, November, 6 years, a program has existed called the Birmingham Promise. And in 6 years, we've sent 2,000 plus young people from Birmingham high schools to public colleges and universities around the state of Alabama tuition free. To the tune of $15 million, by the way, in those 6 years. These two gentlemen, leading our institutions, I've been able to walk with closely, and what I can tell you is this. It's not just about the next student athlete. It's not just about the next drum major musician, but the next researcher, and the next engineer, and the next lawyer, and the next doctor, and the next scientist, the next person on the moon, coming from these two amazing universities here. So publicly, I want to thank you. I want to publicly thank you, too, for your leadership as well. As I close out, what we do today sets up what we do for the next generation. The next 84 years of the Magic City Classic all depends on what we do today. So just letting you know the city is committed. I know y'all got these big checks around here somewhere, but come see me, guys, because I got some actual real checks for you. Chad's probably going to make sure I put them in your hand. So I got to run you your money. How about that? But on the serious note, thank y'all. That's literally what I want to say to everybody, to Amazon, to Coca-Cola, to the universities. Thank you for making this moment what it is. My last request is actually quite simple. Stay hydrated. It's a long week. Pace yourself. And enjoy yourselves. Happy Magic City Classic, everybody.
Well, somehow you did find a way to follow it and type it. So again, thank you so much for being ever present in all of the things that matter in this community, representing the 99 neighborhoods each and every time that you pull up and show up. And then always remembering the partnerships that advance all the causes. And again, he does as Jay-Z does, he does that without anything written down. So again, it's another hip hop reference, one more. But seriously, thank you so much for everything that you continue to be able to do to elevate what we're collectively doing. So, and Sylvia, we see you. Thank you so much again. Vital part of the mayor's leadership team. So we definitely want to acknowledge when we see folks that are friends of the program for everybody. Our next partner that we're going to bring up, we're again extremely grateful for. Again, shocker, he's wearing an orange T-shirt too as well. So if you're kind of following along, you'll be able to see him come up. But going to introduce Mr. Fred McPherson, Director of Operations, Amazon Robotics Fulfillment Center. I'm going to say a little bit about Fred. Fred did start his career roughly around 2020 as a general manager in the, stop me if you heard this part before, in the Detroit, Michigan area. Again, shout out to Dr. Ross for every time we say Detroit, it's almost like we should have had a bingo card or something to being able to say that. But he quickly, being Fred, he quickly posted staggering results in this new role due to his years of operational excellence, being allowed to shine at Amazon. Fred, now in his director's role, drives cross-functional collaboration in our market here in Birmingham. And last week we were just two guys waiting on our to-go orders, but nobody else really knows that there. In all seriousness, please welcome Mr. Fred McPherson up. Fred McPherson, Amazon.
So, good morning, everyone. Fred McPherson, I'm Director of Operations at Amazon over in Bessemer, Alabama. So I'm truly honored to be here today as we kick off the 2025 Magic City Classic, the nation's largest HBCU sporting event and a cherished tradition here in Birmingham. Amazon's partnership with the Magic City Classic represents so much more than a sponsorship. It embodies our deep commitment to the community and our belief that we're all in this together. We're excited to be a part of this incredible celebration that brings together thousands of people across Birmingham. We're especially excited about how this partnership connects to our In This Together initiative. Through our In This Together initiative, we're focused on creating pathways of opportunity, whether that's through Amazon Careers, business ownership, technology training, and educational resources. This week, you'll see that commitment in action. Our Amazon associates will be at the heart of various community activities, leadership workshops, and game day experiences. The Magic City Classic isn't just a football game. It's a celebration of excellence, community, and possibility. he represents the very best of what we can achieve when we work together. To the students, alumni, and fans of Alabama A&M and Alabama State, thank you for allowing Amazon to be a part of this wonderful tradition. To our Amazon associates here today, this is your celebration too. Your dedication and spirit make our company stronger and our community better. Let's have an amazing Classic Week, team. Thank you.
Thank you again, Fred McPherson, representing Amazon's leadership team. Thank you again, Fred. Again, another one of these moments I really get to enjoy when we're able to introduce a friend and then ultimately somebody that, when you establish really good working relationships, you start to find that sort of commonality. And once you kind of bridge that gap from having a working relationship to actually a friendship, it makes it so much easier because, again, it started with that working accountability, and then that's someone that you know that you can be able to trust and be able to build on. That person is currently the Vice President, North Alabama Division for Coca-Cola. That is Scott Smith. I truly look at Scott, and again, I call him a friend. And he's such a solid person. You have not had the opportunity to really be able to meet, fellowship, and connect with him. If you get the opportunity, please do so. I promise you it is 100% worth your time. And again, we didn't realize how much we had in common until like these press conferences. So when you talk about Mike being partial to these, yeah, this is kind of my one moment where I get to be out and all and ignore the phones for a little while. But it's also an opportunity to be able to see my good friend, and I just think about the things that we have in common, Scott. Large families. Phil Collins music, as people may have found out at the one of the other press conferences. I won't sing this one, I promise you. And of course, the last two are really the most important and mean the most to me. One is great hair. We both have. Yeah, yeah. Scott's is okay too, but just a little bit better right here. But last point, and more serious, we're men of faith. And we don't shy away from that. We don't hide that. So we definitely have that in common as well as so this time I do want to welcome my friend. Please welcome Scott Smith, Vice President, North Alabama Division for Coca-Cola United. Scott Smith, folks.
Thank you, Perry. He always says kind words. I feel like I should have you around me more often. It just makes you feel good. All right, so we'll play off of something he just said. So faith is very important to me, so let me see where my people are. So finish this verse for me out of Psalm 118. You ready? This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Oh, there they are. There they are. Let us what? Rejoice. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We're going to rejoice because the Lord's given us this day, right? But we're also going to rejoice because it's Classic Week, right? Listen, I'm excited because I can say I've been a part of every year of the Classic Coca-Cola has. So over a decade, I think it was said earlier, from hanging banners to now leading the team. Now that makes me a little old, but I think it makes me cool. May or not dope. I'm not there yet. But I think it does make me cool. It certainly makes me proud. So good morning, everybody. I do want to make sure that you know that I'm very honored to lead this North Alabama division. And so I bring you greetings from over 800 people who make up this division. And they are all very proud to be associated with the 84th Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. And as I look in the back of the room at the Amazon displays, it looks just like my front porch, Mayor. So my wife is keeping y'all in business for sure. But I do want to recognize our associates. They put in a lot of time and hard work, and I look forward to seeing all that come to fruition, which we are today. and throughout this weekend. I do, at their embarrassment, I do want to recognize some that are in the room as a representative of our whole team. So who we consider the queen, the Coca-Cola queen of the Magic City Classic. Pam Cook is here. And two guys that work in the background that you'll hardly ever see them, but they really make it run, is Lawrence Salvery and William King. Thank you, guys. And to Alan Lincoln and his team, thank you guys very much for all that you do. Now, was a surprise to me, I think to both of us, Walter Body is with us today. The legend. So Walter, great to see you, man. But I do want to thank you guys very much for all of your hard work. And I also want to thank our retail and on-premise partners that help us really bring the Classic to life in the marketplace, whether it's a large display in a big box store or a coaster and poster program in a restaurant or a bar. They really partner with us to make it come to life and build excitement through the communities. So I sincerely want to thank all of those partners for their support. I'm also excited to announce our game day activation at Legion Field this year, where of course you can get an ice cold Coca-Cola or a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar or Sprite or you can get those at our sampling station, but you can also pick up exclusive trucker hats at our hat bar. Now look, this is backed by popular demand. This thing was crazy last year. So fans can have the option to choose between a Magic City Classic patch or an HBCU patch that will be stitched on their hat on site. And here's the best part. It's absolutely free. So spread the word. Also, we want to make students aware of the World is My Yard mobile experience brought to us from our friends at the Coca-Cola Company. The World is My Yard app provides HBCU students access to campus event information while also offering career and academic resources, exclusive discounts, giveaways, sweepstakes, and even wellness content to support their success both on and off campus. To explore the platform, be sure to download the Coca-Cola Plus One app, available on the App Store and Google Play, and students can register using their HBCU email. So again, our Coca-Cola United family is very proud to be part of the Classic, its tradition, and all it represents, and we're looking forward to an amazing weekend. So to our associates, to our customers, to our fans, to both institutions, thank you very much for your support, and look forward to seeing you out at Legion Field. Thank you.
Thank you again, please, one more time for Scott Smith. Thank you again, Scott. Yeah, definitely gonna need my hat, because great hair, you can't expose it all the time, each and everywhere. Pam, can you take 2 more steps over to your right, please? All right, cool, we got a good clean line. I want to reiterate and recognize Pam Cook, Coca-Cola United. She always has a birthday. Again, of course, Pam has a birthday that's always around the Classic, depending on that 4th Saturday we talk about. So please help me in wishing her a very happy birthday real quickly. Thank you. And Pam, we do always give you the biggest present of all, which is, Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. So, you're welcome. That's what we'll do. But in all seriousness, to close out this part of acknowledgement, Pam, thank you for loving the Classic as much as it loves you. So thank you again, Pam, for all that you do tirelessly. This is no sleep week for you, and it's literally no sleep week for you. So thank you again, Pam. We did also see, and they tried to hide from our friends at Regions Financial. I see LaWanna Bradford. I see Sarah Moss out here. Thank you for your unwavering support of this event, all of our financial needs in and around the Classic as well. And the coolest thing is last year we actually started our official volunteer program through them. It continues to flourish. We continue to run out of spots, and we continue to try to add more spots because they got more folks that are proud to be able to be out in this community that we talk about supporting their teams, their fans, their faith, their friendships, their fellowship, all under the window and the guise of Regions Financial being our official banking partner for this great event. Thank you again for your presence. And speaking of loving the Classic, next up we have one of the biggest supporters of the Classic, U.S. Representative Terry Sewell. Congresswoman Sewell is a member of the exclusive House Ways and Means. And young folks, if you don't know what that is, Google it. That is not easy to get into. That is something that has a lot of layers to it, and you have to have the credibility that nobody else has to be able to get into what that is. Additionally, she is the chair of the Voting Rights Task Force for the Congressional Black Caucus and the vice chair of the Congressional HBCU Caucus. You know, I made a bad joke earlier about bingo cards, but she has a full bingo card on educational goals. Princeton, Oxford, Harvard Law, Princeton, Harvard, and then also you attended another great university called Oxford. So, wow. And then you were hanging out with both, as my grandma would say, both of the Obamas through different times there. So, again, thank you for, again, you literally could be on a jet anywhere in the world solving our problems and representing us, but you found your way here. So, again, thank you so much for that. And please join me in welcoming Congressman Terry Sewell, Congresswoman Terry Sewell.
Well, first of all, let me just say, I'm from Selma. Selma High School should be first as an institution to talk about. But Pam, to Mike, to you, Scott, I am wearing Coca-Cola red. But Danita, I want you to know that I'm an Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority sister. Just want y'all to know. So what you may think is red may be intensified pink. I'm Congresswoman Sewell. I proudly represent Alabama's 7th Congressional District, and I join in welcoming all of you to Birmingham, Alabama, and to the 84th Annual Magic City Classic. For over 80 years, that sounds a long time, 80 years, this rich tradition has brought thousands of people from far and wide to witness these two amazing universities battle it out for 1 year's bragging rights. For me, this is quite personal. You see, both my mom and my dad went to the Alabama State University, and I know that I would not be standing here as Alabama's first black congresswoman had they not received an amazing education at Alabama State. So I say to all of you, I honestly come to this very personal. You see, my dad was captain of the football team, or co-captain of the football team in 1961. And every year, my brothers and I looked forward to the Magic City Classic because it was our opportunity to stay at the Tutwiler Hotel in a very nice suite. We actually got invited year in and year out back, even though my brothers broke the elevator every year. I have twin brothers. So here in Alabama and across the nation, our HBCUs have played a vital role in shaping our history and educating the next generation of leaders and scholars. In Congress, as has been said, I am proud to be co-chair of the Congressional HBCU Caucus, where there is bipartisan support for HBCUs in the United States Congress. Now, that is a hard task in this day and age to have bipartisan support for anything, but especially, I want you all to know, especially these two presidents, that I am not only a fierce advocate, but I am not the only one. We have bipartisan support in our Congressional HBCU Caucus. In fact, in order for a Democrat to join, we have to find a Republican to join us with us. So that is truly bipartisan support. So each year, I also am very proud to say that I lead the efforts in Congress to get the National Park Service to give money to historically black colleges for historic preservation. I know on both your campuses, critically important that we've had aging infrastructure, and it's really important that we preserve that. And I'd like to say that in the last 2 years, we've been able to get $20 million for across America for historic preservation, including $3.2 million right here in Alabama. We must remember that when we help our HBCUs, we are uplifting generations of Americans. We know that HBCUs are our pipeline to competitive jobs for our students and a source of talented, qualified, and capable workers for industries across America. Alabama's 14 HBCUs have collectively had an annual statewide economic impact of $1.4 billion, generating 13,343 jobs across Alabama, and has a multiplying effect, meaning that when you give $1 to an HBCU, they actually generate $1.20 to $1.35 in general in local spending, Mayor. That means that they're giving back to your economy, our economy here in Birmingham. The economic impact of Magic City Classic is no less impressive, generating an estimated $25 million annually to Birmingham and the surrounding region. And we are very grateful for that economic impact. This economic impact comes in hundreds of thousands of attendees who spend money on hotels, on restaurants, and other local businesses, creating lodging tax, Mr. Mayor, and other revenue for the city. I want to truly extend my thanks to the many partners whose support made this 84th never tires, 84th annual Magic City Classic possible. Whether this is your first Classic or your 20th Classic, Classic is an experience. The Magic City Classic is truly an experience. It's not just about fun and fellowships, it's about community. It's about tradition. And we are very proud to be able to welcome you right here to the Magic City for this Classic. I want to thank the thousands of fans from 40 different states that faithfully support these two amazing universities. I want to thank and be grateful for the support of Coca-Cola, Amazon, our two amazing college presidents, the coaches and the teams. I mean, the alums keep us busy. We know that HBCUs matter. And so, in closing, whether you're rooting for the Bulldogs or you're rooting for the Hornets, I know and I really pray that you will enjoy all that the Magic City has to offer, and make sure that you're back here next year. It's important that we showcase our HBCU pride. I'm going to say that again, our HBCU pride. It will be on full display this whole week, so pace yourselves, enjoy Magic City Classic, and spend lots of money here in Birmingham, Alabama. I ask that you enjoy the game, and remember, let's support our HBCUs.
And spend lots of money on Amazon, your Coca-Cola, beverage products, again, can be Body Armor, Powerade, right? Go by Regions ATM to be able to get your cash. We see our friends from Molson Coors out there, Michael Maddox and good brother Melvin in the back there. So now thank you again, Representative Sewell. Again, you could have been anywhere on the planet, and you honor us by being here. I'm really excited to be able to bring this young lady up again. She represents Disney on the Yard as their outreach and engagement manager. And actually, fun fact, she's been Birmingham since probably early Saturday morning, enjoying her mama's cooking and showing off a beautiful new baby boy who's out in the hallway right now. You from Detroit way too, Dana? Doc Brown, we can't make that up, right? You can't engineer that to be. I know y'all are engineering college. We can't engineer it to be that way. All right, well we're gonna get her because again we don't we don't want everything else to happen now, but we want to welcome Dana Lee Libby, who is again representing Disney on the Yard as the outreach and engagement manager. Please help me welcome Dana Lee Libby, Disney on the Yard. Thank you.
Perrin. Now, you know, I'm about 6 foot out here. Hi, you all. How you doing? I am Dana Lee Libby, Outreach and Engagement Director, leading Disney on the Yard. But he is correct. I am from Michigan, from Detroit. I call Dr. Ross cuz we're from Detroit. I, too, am a lovely lady of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Sorority Incorporated, for sure. I'm an HBCU alumni myself, but my roots start here. You all, my mother lives here. My cousins are here. I have 5 cousins who are graduates of Alabama A&M. They yell at me frequently for my choices, but I made some good ones with AKA. But we're so excited to be here, you all. Disney on the Yard, as you know, we are here to support HBCU alumni. We're here to support HBCU students. We want to give everyone a space and place at the Walt Disney Company if you so see fit. We want to ensure that everyone has their career journey and can create magic however they see fit. We are incredibly intentional on ensuring that we represent the HBCU culture authentically. As you saw, Drum Major Mickey Mouse came out here, y'all. He's been trained by 6 former HBCU alumni, so he ain't coming out here half-stepping. Not on my watch. But those knees are high and the back bends are doing what it's supposed to do. But even his uniform, you all, we have an internal costume designer who created his uniform, who is a 3-time HBCU alumni. Our logo that you'll see around with Mickey in the back bend, we have an HBCU alumni who created that logo as well. So we ensured that this thing has the bone marrow of HBCUs for sure. So our commitment, you all, is well beyond the internships, the mentorship, sponsorship, and representation. But one of the things that makes up our unique Disney world or ecosystem is the entertainment, right? We entertain audiences across worldwide portfolio of brands, Hulu, FX, National Geographic. I know everyone thinks parks and resorts, but we're well bigger than that. And ESPN. And so with me saying ESPN, you all, after our first time being here at the Magic City Classic, I went back talking so much junk and saying, you all, what are we doing? This thing is amazing. And it's so amazing, I think we need a larger footprint. So I am happy to announce that we are doing a live taping of ESPN First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Cam Newton right here. Thank you. Right here this Friday, you all, inside Legion Field. So doors open at 7:30. The show starts at 9 a.m. It is open to the public. We have a lot of surprises. I think there's some coaches and some president addresses and some things that are happening. Maybe the bands, I won't tell too much. But we would love to have you all so I can go back and tell Stephen A. Smith that we showed out and showed up and that Birmingham showed out and showed up for the show. So you guys, we would love to have you. Please come out Friday morning. But also, you all, I want to thank both the schools for just being such great partners with Disney on the Yard. You all, we have so many Alabama State and Alabama alumni, Alabama A&M alumni and students in our college program. We have you all through the bones of ESPN and ABC and Disney. We actually brought back some of your alumni to help us recruit. So when we are at First Take and when we're doing these sessions for your students, we made sure they had their own. So not always me, so they don't talk trash, but I love the orange with splashes of green all over the place. But we wanted to make sure that they had some of their family here to talk about their Disney journeys or their ESPN journey. So we're super excited. A shameless plug, go to DisneyOnTheYard.com. Follow us on Instagram. Come kick it with us. Pass by the fan zone. Come see Mickey. I know you all saw him a little earlier, but just come hang out with us. But you all have an amazing thing going on here, and we are here for the 2nd year running, and it is not by chance. So thank you all for inviting me. Yes, last time I was here, you said brown liquor, I was pregnant. I ain't pregnant no more. So I'm just gonna walk around with a red Solo cup and y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Okay? Thank you. But yes, no, I am, y'all nephew is in the hallway. He is happy and healthy. Thank you for all the calls and prayers and gifts. But I'm coming here to be outside. So thank you all again. And thank you to the wonderful Magic City Classic team, the Alabama Sports Council. You all have been great partners. I appreciate it.
Nah, run and tell that. Man, Detroit, stand up, man. again, Dana Lee Libby, folks, please, Dana Lee Libby. And now she puts that exact same passion into being able to lead all of these programs that she talks about. And again, it absolutely is not by chance. And it's been remarkable to be able to witness what she has helped to do for our greater global community and here selfishly in Birmingham, Jefferson County, and the positive effects it has up and down 65 from Huntsville to Montgomery. It's real football time. I feel like I need to say that one more time because maybe I didn't yell like a coach. It is real football time now. So, and you know, in full disclosure, it has probably been very easy in years past to say there's everything else, and then there's a football game. Coach Robinson Jr., Coach Shade. Probably fair in years past. But when we talk about real football, so we're talking about coaches with NFL credentials. And they're up next. And again, reminder, we get to see the young folks that are in leadership positions on the football teams there. And reminder again for all of us to get our minds ready and dialed in. This is a business trip for the schools, and nobody ever wants to lose this particular game. We're going to go to the visiting team first. His very first season as a head coach of the Bulldogs, representing again the visiting team. I'm going to welcome Coach Shade in just a moment, but I'm going to say one very quick thing, and I know we have definitely had some very long conversations, but I think they've all been great, selfishly. Coach Shade has 8 years in that league that we talk about. He has won at every level. He probably won in preschool. I mean, everywhere that he has showed up, he has won, he has led, and he has been so authentically himself. Again, I had met him previous times before that he leads the Mighty Bulldogs, and he was just a guy that I understood why people would follow his leadership, because he would be the first through the door and then find a way to double back and then turn the lights out behind the last person. But, Coach Shade, we value what you are doing in our greater community, leading football, winning football, and training young men to be better men in the process. So at this point, I do want to welcome up Alabama A&M head coach, Coach Sam Shade. Coach Shade.
Ms. King, thank you for that fine introduction. Thank you. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you all could be here. I want to start by recognizing my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to stand before you today. I also want to thank two gentlemen that are responsible for me being here. Our president at Alabama A&M University, Dr. Daniel Wims, and our athletic director, Dr. Paul Bryant. I want to thank those two gentlemen. Also with us today, we've got two of our student athletes. We've got Nick Glenn, defensive tackle. We've also got wide receiver Frank Pierre with us today. And I also want to thank the members of our athletic and academic support staff members that are here. I also want to thank you guys for being here. To our title sponsor, Amazon, thank you all for all that you do representing and putting on this Magic City Classic. Also to the supporting sponsor, Coca-Cola, want to thank you guys also. You've been a part of it for many years. I just want to start by saying I'm a son of Birmingham. I'm a son of Birmingham. I went to a number of Magic City Classics from as far back as I can remember all the way up till I went to college. So this is a special game. This is a special game, not just game, but a special week here in Birmingham, all right, for the city of Birmingham and all the people that are going to come in town to partake in the Classic. But like Mr. King said, it's football time. All right, it's football time. I told our players this week, actually last week we had a bye week. I told them last week that the Magic City Classic is not for us. The game's for us. The game is for us. But, hey, the Classic is for all of our alums and fans and friends everybody that comes into Birmingham and celebrates and have a great time, but the game is for us. To my counterpart, Coach Eddie Robinson, I've known him over 20 years. Fine man, great football coach. I want to say that Coach Robinson got a lot of respect for him. I know he's training up champions on the field and off the field, just like we're trying to do at Alabama A&M University. And I commend him on a winning record to this point this season. Well, that wasn't meant to be a joke now. That wasn't meant to be a joke. No, but with all seriousness, Coach Robinson and his team, they're a couple plays away from being undefeated on this season. So I truly mean, I meant that. They're having a fine season. And we're going to have our work cut out for us on Saturday in this ball game. But I want to leave you guys with this. Enjoy the Magic City Classic. Make sure you're in the stands at kickoff and you stay there through the end of the game. All right. Thank you.
Sometimes you just let it sit there for a second, right? Who would have thought, pun intended, we would get shade? Okay, all right, we can leave it right there. But yeah, he did make one very poignant point. At kickoff, just like you would do for a football game, at kickoff, you're in your seat. You're not getting your popcorn. You're not hollering at your folks. You've done that already. There's tailgating right now. Shanae Bennett and her leadership team, they're already tailgating. In your seat, please, to be able to watch the entire football game because, yeah, this is real football, as we've stated already, and Coach Shade illustriously illustrated on how he plans for it to go down. So thank you again, Coach Shade, for all that you do for our young people in our greater community. Coach Eddie Robinson Jr., question. How many Magic City Classics have you lost? As a coach? Boy, with this business in this business side, that is the most football response you can get from a football coach. Well, tell you what, as a neutral, as I stand, in between both, I'm going to tell you what Coach Robinson Jr. would not say. He is in his fourth season, leading the Mighty Hornets. He is undefeated as a coach in your Amazon Magic City Classic, presented by Coca-Cola. Wow. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah. Coach Shea could care less about what I just said because, again, he's already stated his intent very flatly on what he plans on happening. But, you want to talk about bookending statements. We talked about real football, NFL pedigree. 11 years in the league? Wow. 11 years, 8 years. So when you talk about these two coaches and what they have done and what they can impart, Coach Robinson Jr. has this thing rolling right now. I swear, Coach Shades, you said something. I think that young man still just put another ball in the air, throwing it 40, 50 yards down the field now because it is an exciting brand to watch. So, Coach Robinson Jr., I've got a good chance to be able to meet you in a short amount of years. I get to watch you interact with your student athletes. I get to watch you interact respectfully with all the cheerleaders, dance teams. I get to watch you do that. So thank you again for how you help to lead on and off. Again, Coach Shea talked about that, him knowing you for 20 years. I have not, but I could tell you, hell of a 4 years watching you operate. So at this time, I do want to bring up the home team coach of the Mighty Hornets, Mr. Eddie Robinson Jr., head coach, Alabama State University.
Good afternoon. I think it's almost afternoon time by now. Appreciate you coming out. So we gonna take the over. There was a line at the beautiful JJ Rib Shack was packed too. Seemed to be one of them days when mama wasn't cooking. You from Morehouse, you know that. So that's the over and under on the rap quotes. So that's Goody Mob soul food. And the reason I'm start off with JJ Rib Shack, can my two players stand up and introduce these young men first? That's the reason that we're here. Jalen Jones, he's a Ramsey graduate, state championship on the football team, number 0 wide receiver. And also Andrew Body from Corpus Christi, Texas, been our quarterback for the last couple years and doing a great job. So, and definitely want to point out our president, Dr. Quentin T. Ross, our athletic director, Dr. Jason Cable, also our board of trustees members here. We have a couple here, I think, and also our chairwoman of the board. Of course, Brenda Brown Dillard. Appreciate everything that you've done for me as far as support and giving me the job, giving me a chance to come back and coach my alma mater here in the Magic City Classic. So, like Coach Shade said, we go way, way back. I remember when he was a rookie in the NFL. I had played a couple years, and he was playing with the Cincinnati Bengals. I was with the Houston Oilers at the time. And so have a lot of respect for what he's doing at Alabama A&M, what he's done at Miles College. And, we both are in the business of raising up young men. And so what Sam won't tell you is that his history in this Magic City Classic goes way, way back. I mean, way back. Like, his mom was actually an Alabama State University graduate, right? And so And so correct me if I'm wrong, the way the story goes, when she was receiving her diploma from Alabama State, she was pregnant with Sam Shade at the time. Man. And so, like he said, he's been involved in a lot of Magic City Classics. But he's always sat on the side that didn't have the press box. So just make sure you got to go to the other side this time. You won't be on the side without the press box. Don't have any confusion. So Doc, if he comes to our side, it's in him. It's muscle memory. But I just want to thank everybody for coming, all of the media, the SWAC commissioner. Really appreciate everything you've done with the SWAC conference, Dr. Charles McClellan. Every game in the SWAC has been televised this week. This year. We also have SWAC TV, which just started. So all of our student athletes, yes, are able to be seen, and that's a big thing when you start talking about recruiting kids, that we can let them know that every game you play in the SWAC conference will be televised. Our sponsors, of course, Coca-Cola, Amazon, what else can you say? 2 household brands that we use on a daily basis. Powerade, we always talking about hydration. We get cases and cases of Powerade. That's our big deal. We don't push the Coca-Cola a whole lot during the season. Now, after the season, we back on the Coke. But tomorrow night, we're definitely going to talk about the hydration aspect of it. To the mayor, Mayor Wolfen, we have 22 seniors. We have 11 players from the city of Birmingham, from the local schools. You talk about Birmingham Promise. We have 6 kids that are receiving the Birmingham Promise on our football team alone. So just from a recruiting standpoint, and I know Coach Shea does the same thing, we believe in recruiting the kids here in Birmingham to come back home and to play in the Magic City Classic. So we love being a part of this game. I personally, it's my biggest week of the year, the last Saturday in October. Like, where else would you want to be? And thank you for everyone in this room for participating, for coming out, being a part of the press conference, just coming out and supporting our student athletes, supporting our universities. One thing I always tell kids, people ask me, how did you end up at Alabama State? And I tell them I came here as a walk-on from New Orleans, didn't have any other scholarships. And so it was a coach at Southern University, Coach Dewey, who was a local guy. And he was telling me about going to college and everything. And it was my intent to go to college. I had an academic scholarship to a couple schools as a walk-on. And he said, as he was coaching at Southern at the time, he said, son, whatever you do, whatever school you decide to go to, stay SWAC and stay black. And that just stuck with me. And so I want you to understand that we need your support in the SWAC conference. We need your support of HBCUs. It is huge that you send your kids to our universities. The last thing I will say, I was checking my credit card statement, and I had a charge. It said Alabama A&M University, so I'm like, whoa. Now, I donate money to Alabama State, but I was like, what is going on? So I called the credit card company, confused. So my son, who's a graduate of Alabama State, he's now getting his master's at Alabama A&M University. So he made the charge to pay his tuition. I was like, what is going on? So just make sure it's going to a tuition and not a donation. But I just want to thank everybody for being here. We truly appreciate your attendance at this press conference. We can't do it, the University, the kids, without your presence here. So let's have a great Magic City Classic weekend. You know, we're going to go out there and compete. Sam and I we won't be friends the last Saturday of October, and then we'll be friends again on Sunday. But in the meantime, our intention is to go out there and get another W. We know the importance of winning this game for our alumni and our fan base. And as always, go Hornets. Appreciate it.
Thank you again, Coach Robinson Jr. And to me, the funniest part was the opening with good afternoon. So thank you. And again, I do want to acknowledge, because I did see another friend of the program in the audience, State Representative House Seat 52, Kelvin Thatcher. Please give it up to Kelvin Thatcher. If you don't know him, make time to find out about him. We're actually rounding third, which is a baseball reference now. I do want to acknowledge and address some game day specific facts that will allow fans to be able to have the opportunity to experience an outstanding Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. Saturday, just talking about Saturday only. You can get all the other information at magiccityclassic.com. Again, magiccityclassic.com for all other official events, but staying on Saturday specifically, 5 a.m. Legion Field parking lots will open. 8 a.m. Legion Field ticket windows will open. For whatever reason you don't already have your tickets. First of all, you can do it online now at magiccityclassic.com. Scroll to the tickets page, but tickets will be open windows at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. also at the same time, parade will start and broadcast live on WBRC Fox 6 in Birmingham and on the Gray broadcast affiliates throughout Huntsville, Montgomery, Dothan, Mobile. The parade is definitely taking over the state. Also, this year, we want to make sure that we mention that we are honoring Birmingham's own global phenomenon, Pastor Mike Jr., as the official ambassador of this event. So definitely tap into called PMJ if you know who he is. But again, phenomenal leader, stellar award winner, gospel singer, pastor, and again, another proud son of Birmingham as well. And you just will never believe that the parade presented by Disney on the Yard this year is consumed by some form, either in person, streaming, or whatever way that you consume it, by nearly 250,000 people. When you think about that, with nearly 100,000 people, and again, we told you the weather is beautiful, so plan to do that as well. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the Coors Light tailgate party that's going to be on the west side of Legion Field, as always. And this particular year, surprise brought in by our friends at Amazon, Jermaine Dupri, hip-hop legend. Oh, yeah, we can clap for that. Absolutely. Yeah, JD, as he's known in, I think, East and West Atlanta there. He's going to be doing a DJ set in the Amazon tailgate area starting at 1 p.m. Then back to the reason that we're all here. The business trip, the football game begins 2:30 p.m., 2:32 kickoff to be exact. Your Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola will kick off inside of historic Legion Field, and that will also be televised on the ESPN networks. But again, you watch that for a replay. You got to be in the building to be inside of there. It only counts if you're there. Of course, DJ Tracy Steele will be back as our illustrious in-game MC. Want to talk about shuttle stops? Because again, don't try to park there. Just go ahead and plan to make it easier on yourself. It's $5 to be able to park and ride. We have 3 locations, and it's, again, $5 per person to be able to ride the shuttles, and kids 6 and under will be able to ride for free. And, again, they accept credit cards only, so please leave your cash at home. Clear bag policy is always in effect at Legion Field, and that will mean that clear bags only. and it can be no larger than 12 by 6 by 12. And then if you're thinking about this, just think roughly the size of a 1-gallon Ziploc bag, freezer bag to be exact. Please note that wallets, billfolds, and clutches must be smaller than 1 by 4.5 by 8.5 and prohibited. Again, this same information is available on MagicCityClassic.com and also LegionField.com. Tickets are still only $35 plus tax for reserve seating, and general admission is still only $25 plus tax. No reason not to be inside to be able to support from a football standpoint, watch these two amazing bands, all the other surprises, because there are some great giveaways, one that I cannot say out loud, but you do want to have your name read out loud with this one giveaway. But again, I can't say what it is out loud, but it is a pretty amazing giveaway. So again, that's a tease, as they say in TV. Come inside the stadium, be a part of what this is. And, you know, somehow with all the excitement we talked about earlier, there's still some good seats available. And so please go get your tickets at MagicCityClassic.com, A&M and ASU ticket offices, directly at Legion Field, and select Hibbett locations in Birmingham, Huntsville, and Montgomery. We want to thank all the media. There are cameras from end to end, right? So we do not take that lightly. So thank you to all the media that is covering and continue to cover all aspects of this great event. Last but definitely not least, I want to publicly thank our amazing Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola team, as represented by the Alabama Sports Council, Catherine Sturker, Erica Schumann, both of the Shermans, which is Keith and Tyler Sherman, Ben Deaver, Jack Ryan, Jordan Hale, Kerry Coleman, Taylor Bonds, Jordan Allison, Michael Reeder, numerous others, and last very personal point, good friend and board member of the Alabama Sports Council, Larry Thornton, who's a great, great friend of all. I told him one time at a press conference, like, man, I'd love to be inside the room doing the same type of work that you're doing with Dale in the room with my son. My son's right back there right now wearing an orange shirt helping me out this entire week. So put things out there that you want. And again, so we're really excited to be able to say that. Finally, please, all updates that you need relative to this great event, MagicCityClassic.com. All speakers will be available for interviews. And again, thank you all for being here and watching at home. Happy Amazon Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. Spend lots of money in Birmingham. Thank y'all so much.